Hello everyone. Welcome to the Hindu editorial reading and summary series presenting by Diction Addiction. Today's Hindu editorial title is Tempered Optimism on India's sliding COVID-19 graph. We will go through the relevant pictures under pictorial primer to understand the today's editorial in more meaningful way. This is what is the picture you see. This is what is the current state of infections in the India. So an average 12,000 cases per day. So we have come back to the 12,000 cases from almost near to the 1 lakh in the mid-September. So it shows that there is a decline in the number of new infections per day. So this situation have motivated the government to give guidelines for surveillance and containment and caution, and they further relaxed the day-to-day activities. So you can see the occupancy in the guideline says that occupancy of cinema halls further relaxed. As of now, it is only 50%. They could be increased further. And swimming pools were only open for sportsman training, but now it is going to open for even public also. And public gatherings, social gatherings are under limitation of 200, but now by looking at the graph, they have relaxed further. And international travels also, they are going to be relaxed, but that after consultation with the DCA. So if you go through the statistics to which are prompted to take these guidelines, you see 146 districts recorded no cases in the last 7 days. 18 districts in 14 days. 6 districts in 21 days. And 21 districts in 28 days, almost 1 month. So almost 20 districts, they have no reported cases in last 1 month. So this is a good sign, but still we have to be vigilant. An average right now you see fewer than roughly almost 12,000 cases are around 12,000 cases are reported an average per day in the entire country, which is having the 1.4 billions or 1.140 crores of population. So it looks good, but again we have to be very careful. That virus is going to be change its genetic material very quickly. It will be either it become null or more virulent. So as of now, cases 1 crore 7 lakh 20,971 cases reported, and recorded is 1 crore 3 lakhs 93,162, and deaths were recorded 1 lakh 54,047. So recovery rate is above 90%. So this is very positive for opening up most of the outside activities. This is what is under the pictorial primer. We'll go through the loudspeaker where we will read the today's article. The course of the coronavirus pandemic in the new year presents a picture of contrast, with some countries running out of vaccines, experiencing tide of new cases and deaths, and poorer countries going without access to vaccination, while India reports a case decline. Vaccine hesitancy may even be wasting precious vials in some states. Amid suggestions that the worst is over, the Home Ministry has proposed further relaxation in the protocols for public activity from February, including occupancy levels in cinema theaters, holding exhibitions, and access to swimming pools. This will come as a relief to some of the outlying sectors that could not fully unlock so far. Although, as the ministry points out, all other activities have been permitted. The January 27th guidelines for surveillance, containment, and caution also create a window for further relaxation of international air travel. But the DGCA has decided to maintain status quo on scheduled flights till February end. Full-fledged intercity railway services await a decision too. In an economy struggling with the demand contraction for goods and services, a graded opening in the prudent course is a prudent course. With the strict enforcement of public health measures, it would be wrong to read the MHS unlock advisory without taking a cognizance of the protocols that must continue to be followed. Use of face mask, healthy distancing, staggering of working hours, workplace sanitation, and firm action against spitting in public. These legal requirements, however, have been rendered moot in many instances by crowded election campaigns, hesitations, and gatherings. Many states are not even trying to persuade recalcitrant people in public. India's decline in infections have prompted a further relaxation of activity curbs. But there is no cause to lower the whistle. Genetic mutations of the coronavirus in South Africa, the UK, and Brazil pose a new worry, with the implication for those who have avoided infection so far or have recovered after a difficult battle. Poor communication and lack of transparency on vaccine efficacy data have produced hesitancy, resulting in low uptake in some states. On the other hand, the virus variants have turned the spotlight on second generation vaccines that are expected to protect against them but will take time to arrive. Without ready pharmaceutical remedies, citizens and policymakers have to fall back on the default toolkit of safe behavior. There will be a considerable interest in new measures in Europe, where governments now require use of mask N95 or FFP2 standards to offer higher protection in public places and transport. Germany is to give these free to people over 60 and to vulnerable individuals. In India, even with the sizable population exposed to the virus, as seropositivity survey shows, the spat of infection in Kerala and Maharashtra underscores the value of the precautionary principles on the road to universal vaccination. Now we will move to the nutshell section. People already started living a normal life irrespective of decline in infection rate or vaccination or death rate. But there is a threat always there in every corner of ours. As you all know that virus is going to be mutated naturally. It is a natural ability to, virus have a natural ability to mutate. So there are many chances to virus to become more infectious or virulent or null. The existing vaccination process may protect the future mutants or not. So irrespective of all this, one has to, means individual as well as the government, act and hand in hand to control the disease. Then only it is possible to see that people will be having a normal life, and we can avoid the any more lockdowns which has taken the livelihood of many people and killed the many people and starved the people. So we don't want any more lockdowns. So it is the government as well as individual responsibility to see that there is no further spreading of virus like wildfire. This is what I just want to say on further relaxation of COVID-19 guidelines. Thank you all for listening, and if at all you like, just give thumbs up, and if you want regular updates, just subscribe. The highlighted words are explained. They explained their meaning and pronunciation in another video. You can follow for further explanation part. Thank you all. See you again with one more video tomorrow.